In this lesson, we're going to learn the song Kind by Cory Asbury. So for this song, it's in the key of D. There's a couple of different ways we can get to this song playing it on the acoustic. I'm going to use capo on the 2nd fret, and I'm going to use shapes, chords in the shape of C. So I'm going to show you why I'm using chords in this key of C as opposed to just using no capo and playing chords in the key of D. I'll show you why in a minute. But that's what we're going to do for this lesson. So the chords that we need for this song, we need the C chord. We need the F chord, which you can use this F here. I also might use this F in the lesson. Then we need the A minor. We need a G over B. Then we need the full G chord, which we'll use this one here. And then I'll also take that pointer finger off at a couple of spots in the lesson, which we'll go over. And then we need a D minor chord, which kind of the easiest D minor chord is this one here. And then the last chord we need is a C over E, which is basically just that C chord, but we want to play that top E string there to give it that bass note, so C over E. For the C chord, we mute that out and just strum the bottom 5, but for the C over E, we want to do all 6 strings. So as you can see, if you're not used to playing chords in the key of C, I try to really simplify it and make the chord changes easy by using really my pinky finger and my pointer finger as kind of the foundation for all of my chord changes. So really I'm just moving primarily these 2 fingers, my middle and my ring finger, for these chord changes. So C, F, A minor, G, D minor, G over B, C over E. That way you'll be able to change chords quicker and it'll sound more fluid and more smooth. So for this song, we're going to go through some finger picking. I'm going to show you a finger picking pattern for this song, and then I'll also show you the strum pattern for this song. So for me, for this song, I'm going to take the capo off. It's going to make it a little bit easier for me to sing and just kind of play through this song. So I'm going to use the same chords we just went over. And you may need to do that too. Maybe if you don't have the highest voice in the world, or if you're a female singing this song, play around with the capo. Put it on different frets and in different positions to experiment with your voice and what sounds good for you. So again, for this song, I'm going to play it without the capo, but just remember, if you want to play it with the original recording and play along with him, you'd put the capo on the 2nd fret and play these chords. So I have all the chord charts and all the lyrics and the chords on my Patreon page, so if you do need those, there's a lot of different chords for this song. There's 2 different choruses, so if you do need the chord charts, definitely head over to my Patreon page. The link for that is in the description of this video. You can print the lyrics off, the chord charts off, you can download them, put some arrows for strumming, for whatever personal note-taking system you have. So just know that's a resource available for you. So for this song, the intro is going to sound like this. So I'm just kind of strumming that. I'm picking out some of the bass notes. So we're just going from that A minor to the G over B to the C to the F. And you just do that once for the intro. So and I'm just adding some hammer-on, so just to give it a little bit of a different sound. So you can add those in there if you want to, but really we'll start with the strumming for this song. And I told you why I was playing this, why I'm using chords in the key of C instead of in the key of D. So that little riff there, that little walk up, when you're playing in the key of D, you've got to go from this B minor to this A over C sharp. So just that pinky there, going from the B minor to the A over C sharp, it's just a weird and kind of uncomfortable change in position for a lot of beginners. So that's really kind of the main reason why I'm playing it in the key of C, these C shapes. Plus it's going to allow you to take the capo down a little bit if you want to. So just a little FYI behind why I'm playing chords in the key of C with capo on the 2nd fret for this song. All right, so let's get into our strum pattern before we go into verse 1. So the strum pattern we can do it for really the whole song. It's gonna change a little bit on that little walk-up part. So our main strum pattern is gonna be just on that F chord. Down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. So that's going to be the strum pattern for most of the song. On that little walk-up part, on the intro and on the verses, and I think on the bridge too, A minor, G over B, C, F, it's going to change a little bit. So let me just walk through each line of this first verse, and I'll have the lyrics and the chords up on the screen. So sometimes marriages don't work, sometimes babies die. So sometimes down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, 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 down, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up. So that strum pattern for the A minor, the G over B, and the C is down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up. So I guess for just the A minor and the G over B, the down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, up. That C just kind of gets the normal down, down, up, down, up. There's a lot of downs and a lot of ups going on here, so let me just sing through and play through that verse with that strum pattern. Sometimes marriages don't work, sometimes babies die, sometimes rehab turns to relapse, and you're left just asking why. And for all the prayers I pray, I still wonder if he's real, and if he is, how is he choosing who he does and doesn't heal? So hopefully that gives you a little idea as to how we can use the strumming on that first verse. And it's going to be the same for the second verse too. So let's get into the chorus now. So I'm going to sing through and play through the chorus, and then we'll break it down. I tried to run from Jesus, I started holy wars, I've tried the patient waiting and the kicking down the doors. I've cursed his name in anger with my fist raised to the sky, and in return, all he's ever been is kind. And then that'll go right into verse 2. So let's walk through the strumming for each line on this chorus. So the beginning part, I've tried to run from Jesus, same as the verse. I've started holy wars, I've tried the patient waiting and the kicking down the doors. I've cursed his name in anger with my... So everything up until this point is that same strum pattern. Down, down, up, down, up. Everything is the same up until this point. with my down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, it ever been is kind. So similar to just that first verse, the A minor and the G over B, we're using that strum for the F and the C over E for that one line. So I've cursed his name in anger with my down, down, up, down, down, up, back to normal, and in return, all he's ever been is kind. So let me just sing through that chorus one more time here. I've tried to run from Jesus, I've started holy wars, I've tried the patient waiting and the kicking down the doors. I've cursed his name in anger with my fist raised to the sky, and in return, and all he's ever been is kind. I've burned my share of bridges. So that rolls right into verse 2. So verse 2, we change nothing. We do just the same strumming. And so you can do the strumming, or if you just want to pick the bass notes and just pick out some of these different strings. Burn my share. From all the crooked things I've done, and I know that he forgives me. I can forgive myself. No, 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 no. It's for everybody else. So you can strum that. You can just kind of pick out some of those bass notes or whatever you want to do. So let's go to the bridge in the last chorus, and then we'll come back and we'll do some finger picking on that first intro, on the first verse in the chorus. So the bridge, it's pretty easy. It's just going to be, there's no major strum pattern for this. It's just kind of like nice and soft. And I know I wasn't there, but when I look up at the cross, I see the darkest day in history. I guess that's what kindness costs. I've tried to run from Jesus. So then that'll go right into the second chorus. So again, that bridge, maybe just do a down strum on each string or on each chord. And I know I wasn't there. If we want to do some light picking. And I know I wasn't there, but when I look up at the cross, I see the darkest day in history. And I guess that's what kindness costs. I've tried to run from Jesus. So this will get into chorus 2. It's more or less the same, but we do have a little bit of a different ending on the last few lines. So chorus 2. I've tried to run from Jesus. I've started holy wars. I've tried the patient waiting and the kicking down the doors. He knows I don't deserve it, but he's never changed his mind. And all he's ever been is kind. And all he's ever been is kind. So that's just kind of how it ends. You've got a couple of different chords we're throwing in there. Just that C. So, and all he's ever been is G over B, C, C over E, F. All he's ever been is So let me play through that chorus 2 one more time. And we're coming out of the bridge, and I guess that's what I see the darkest day in history. I guess that's what kindness costs. I've tried to run from Jesus, I've started holy wars. I've tried the patient waiting and the kicking down the doors. He knows I don't deserve it, but he's never changed his mind. And all he's ever been is kind. And all he's ever been is kind. And then you just end on that F chord there. So that shows you more or less how you can play this song with the chord changes and all that stuff. Let me get into some of the finger picking. Y'all want to see something crazy? Of all the people who watch my channel, watch my videos, watch my lessons, only 19% of you all are subscribed to my channel. You know, I spend a lot of time working on the songs, learning songs, strumming, finger picking for different songs, and learning how to communicate it to you all in a way that you can understand. So I would love if you subscribed to my channel and supported your brother. Love y'all. We're just gonna get into our finger picking position here on the right hand side. So this thumb, I've done a bunch of lessons on finger picking before, so if you're new to this, if you're new to my channel, you've just never finger picked before, I'll include a bunch of lessons that I've previously done on finger picking in the top here, and then also in the description. That way it's a resource for you guys, because I can't spend 30 minutes going through the basics of finger picking in this lesson. So just Cliff Notes version, this thumb up here, it's assigned to the top 3 strings depending on the bass note of the chord. Pointer finger locked into that G string, middle finger locked into that B string, and then I have my ring finger and pinky finger just kind of resting and kind of serving as my foundation when I'm picking here. So it's kind of locked into that high E string, and I can also pick it like that. So for this song, the easiest pattern is going to be so I'm just going same pattern for each chord. If you want to add that high E string in there on that last one, that kind of sounds nice with that ring finger. So sometimes marriages don't work. Sometimes babies die. Sometimes rehab turns to relapse, and you're left just asking why. And for all the prayers I've prayed, still wonder if he's real. No, choosing who he does and doesn't heal. So that's the same pattern. You're just kind of using those 3 fingers, the thumb, the pointer, and the middle finger, to just kind of go back and forth on that pattern. And then for the chorus, I've tried to run from Jesus, same thing. I've started holy wars. I've tried the patient waiting, the kicking down the doors. I've cursed his name in anger, with my fists raised to the sky, and in return, all he's ever been is kind. So you can add those hammer-ons if you want to when you're picking, or maybe just start off really simple. Until you can get a little bit more rhythm. So that shows you just a little template, a little idea of what you could do for the finger picking for this song. So that shows you how to do it. Again, if you need the chord charts for this, they're on my Patreon page. If you have any questions, definitely leave a comment and let me know. Hopefully this helps you out, and I'll see y'all in the next one.